Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hey man, check it out. I've been wanting to do a video on Errol Spence Jr. versus, Sebastian Fundora 154 fight. This is Errol Spence's first time fighting at 154. I want to put something in perspective real quick. When Floyd Mayweather took some time off from the sport of boxing. Now, Floyd is arguably one of the best fighters of all time. Now, whether you say he's number one or top five or whatever, he's in the top. Arguably one of the best to ever lace up a fight. When he took time off from the sport, when he came back, he always took a tune-up fight. He always had a tune-up fight just to make sure his skills were still sharp. His reflexes were still there before he went into a big fight. Like he fought Marquez, I think, after he did a little jail time or whatever. He took a hiatus. I can't remember if it was after his jail or if he took a hiatus and came back. But then he ended up fighting, a big fight after that. And that was like a tune-up fight. Terrence Crawford, he's also arguably, people say he's one of the best of all time. He's a generational talent. Before he fought Errol Spence Jr., he took a tune-up fight and fought David Avanesian. He had respect for Errol Spence, his talent. You know what I'm saying? So he wanted to make sure that he was in the best shape possible because I think he was inactive for a period of time because it took a while to make this fight. And he was waiting. They was about to fight, and then the fight fell through. Then he took the David fight, and then after that, he fought Errol Spence, right? He wanted to knock some of that rust off before going into that fight. Now, so if you have Terrence Crawford and Floyd Mayweather, who both take tune-up fights before they go into big events, even Keith Thurman is big on, or at least smart enough to say, hey, if I'm going to fight this guy, I'm going to at least get a tune-up fight. Hey, I'm coming off an injury. I want to make sure the right hand is still there. I want to make sure the power is still good. I don't want to get into this fight with this, one of the top guys and then find out, damn, my shit don't work. You know what I'm saying? Now it's too late. Errol Spence has this mentality that I'm the big fish. I don't need no tune-up. If I need a tune-up, what's the point of me fighting? Hey, that sounds great. It sounds lovely. But Errol, my brother, you need a tune-up. I'm looking at now, granted, the fight is, it's a ways out. He's back training. This could be an early video. I get all that. But you're not looking sharp. You're not looking sharp. So you're going to go into this fight with Sebastian Fundora. Now, he's not the greatest of all time. You know what I'm saying? He's been beat. He's been knocked out. But he has enough skill, enough talent to really cause problems for Errol Spence, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Just like he did Lubin. I mean, he made Lubin look like the Elephant Man. Put hands on him. If you don't have that kind of knockout power to where you can really get respect from Sebastian, he's going to walk through you. This fight right here could be a devastating fight for Errol Spence to come back and take. Coming off a Terrence Crawford loss, one of the worst losses I've seen, devastating loss. Coming off, not only did he lose, he has a new trainer, and it's just not good to, I get it, I respect it, you know what I'm saying? Big fish, you don't need no, but you do, you need it. You could barely take a punch in the Terrence Crawford fight. Take a tune-up, see if it was the weight. See if it was the weight drain that caused you to be, caused your punch resistance to be hindered. You know what I'm saying? There was a lot of excuses. You was thrown from the car. You was training up in the high altitude of Vegas when it was too hot. It was so many excuses that you, my boy, you need to get a tune-up. I don't understand the mentality. He's going up to 154 to fight. I think he's a champ now. He beat Sebastian's a champ. He beat Tim Tszyu. He got the belt. You're going to go up 154 and fight the champ? Come on, Spence. You should be fighting a guy like Keith Thurman, who has a respectable name, who is a great talent, but he's coming off inactivity. He's coming off injuries. So he's trying to get his name up, where you're coming off a devastating loss. You're also coming off inactivity. You also have a new trainer. So why don't you fight somebody like that? So we can see, so you can see where you're at. At 154, you fight Keith Thurman at 154. If win or lose, if you win, then move forward. If you win a grueling fight, maybe you hang it up. If you lose, then you know, okay, hey, I gave the sport all I could give. I'm no longer who I am, and you know, and you want to end it right there in your career right there. Hey, tip my hat to you. But why go into a fight where you can just take a devastating beating again and be, you know, brain dead, or, you know, suffer a severe injury and be permanently damaged for the rest of your life, and you got kids and you got a family and people who rely on you outside of boxing, and you already coming to the tail end of your career. You're 34, 35, 36. So, I mean, let's make it make sense, Errol. Earl's my guy, but I got to be honest with him. He's taking a bad fight. At least in my opinion, I don't think this is a good fight. This ain't Carlos Ocampo, where you just going to go in there and just walk him down. You ain't got the power at 147 to get the knockouts. You ain't going up to 154 getting no knockout. So, now, can he outpoint him? Possibly. But he's still taking a chance that it could be grueling and he can get beat. Y'all let me know what y'all think. I'm out.